Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's LeetCode problem 2615, sum of distances. It has been asked in Google. So let's solve this. Okay, so let's go through the problem statement. We have been given a nums array and we have to calculate this output array. Now output of I can be calculated with the summation of modulus of I minus j, where this j is not equal to I and nums of I equal to nums of j. For example, consider this 1 at index 2. Now 1 can be found at index 0, 2 and 3. 0, 2 and 3. Now when we are calculating output of 2, we need to calculate all the elements which are we need to see all the elements which are present at 1, and we need to calculate the distance like this, modulus of I minus j. So 2 minus 0, 2 minus 0, 2 minus 3. So the answer will be 3. So we can see that for LA element we need a group of indices it is present in. So the best solution for it is a hash map. So we'll use a hash map with the key as an integer and the value as the list of integers, where this list will store all the indices where this key is present. For example, consider this example. So 4 is present at 0, 2, 3, 5. So we have calculated this hash map. Now we have got the group of indices against the value, but for every index we need to do the calculation using the formula. So the formula which is given to us is output of I equal to summation of modulus of j minus I. Let's calculate for index 3. So for index 3, the equation will become as 3 minus 0 plus 3 minus 2 plus 5 minus 3. Now if you see this, 3 is in the middle. In the right side we have 5 and in the left side we have 0 and 2. Now this equation can be broken down as left part summation and right part answer. So this is the output for this index can be written as left part answer plus right part answer. Now consider this left part. We can break down this equation as 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3 plus 0 minus 2 plus 0 minus 2. Now if you see the 0 plus 2, it is just the left sum till the third index. And if you see 3 plus 3, we are multiplying 2 times 3. So you can see there are 2 elements before 3. So it's just 2 into 3. So this is for the left part. Similarly for the right part we can see we are doing modulus of 5 minus 3. So 5 can be broken down as sum of elements after 3. You can see sum of elements after 3 is 5. And this 3 we are just multiplying one time. So 1 into 3 because there is only one element after 3. The formula for output of current index can be written as left part plus right part, where the left part can be written as current into total elements on the left side minus sum of elements on the left side, and the right part can be written as sum of the total elements of the right on the right side minus current into total elements on the right side. For calculating the value for any index we need this four thing: sum of all the right elements, sum of all the left elements, the total elements on the right side against the current element against the current index, and the total elements on the left side are against the current index. So if this is current index, this and this thing, we'll use this concept of prefix sum and suffix sum. So prefix sum can be calculated using this formula: prefix sum of I is equal to ARR of I plus prefix of I minus 1. So after this calculation we will get this prefix sum. Similarly you can do this calculation for suffix sum. Now how this will help us? So we were needing the sum of all the elements to the left of a current index and sum of all the elements to the right of a current index. For example, if we are making decision for 3, the sum of all the elements to the left of a current index can be just calculated using prefix sum of I minus 1, and the sum of all the elements to the right of this index can be calculated by suffix sum of I plus 1. So we also needed these two things: total elements on the left and total elements on the right. So if you consider this array, for the index 3 the total elements on the left is 2. So it is just the current index, only this much values are to the left of this index. So total elements on the left is equal to I. Similarly the total elements on the right, here for the index 3 the total elements on the right is 1. So it can be calculated using the size. So size is 4 minus the current index minus 1. So it will give us the 1. And now we have calculated all this 4 value. prefix sum, suffix sum, left elements, how to calculate the left elements and how to calculate the right elements. So for any output of current, the formula will become left equal to current into I minus prefix sum of I minus 1. Right will become suffix sum of I plus 1 minus current into size minus I minus 1. Here we just need to take care of the boundary conditions. So whenever we are going out of boundary, I minus 1 or I plus 1 will just take the value as 0. Written the pseudocode here, the full code will be in the comment section. So it goes like in the first step what we were doing. In the first step we were just filling the map. So here we'll just fill the map, and after all the step the map will look like this for 4. Okay. Now in the second step we need to calculate the output of current, and we have seen how to calculate the output of current using the formulas. So what I'm doing here, we have just taken a prefix sum and a suffix sum. We are calculating the prefix sum, suffix sum, and then what we are doing is we are just making decision for every index. So in the next step we are just iterating over the map for we are iterating over this map, taking the current, calculating the left, calculating the right, and then just answer of current equal to left plus right. So if we just run for the index 3, so output of 3 will be like so you can the prefix sum will look like this after calculation, the suffix sum will look like this after calculation. Now the left will be calculated as current into I, means 3 into 2, so 3 into 2, the total left elements, minus the prefix sum of I minus 1, the prefix sum of these two people. So it is 2, so it will calculate as 4. The right will be calculated as suffix sum of I plus 1, that sum of elements to the right of 3, which is 5, minus 3 into total elements on the right of 3, 3 into 1, which will be 2, and the answer for output of 3 will be 4 plus 2 equal to 6. Whenever you see that in any question you would have to calculate the sum of the left part or the sum of the right part, just think about the prefix sum or suffix sum and try to approach in this way. So the time complexity of the code was the order of n, and the space complexity was order of n. So that's it for this problem. If you are in the same journey of interview preparation, you want the content on LeetCode, LLD, HLD or GenAI, please follow along. The code will be given in the description. Thanks.